perseverance, here we are. We shattered the glass ceiling and we showed the radical left that there are gay conservatives who actually stand for freedom.
Well, I hate to break it to you all, but this guy, Congressman George Santos, who the Republican Party was hailing as a new era of the accepting GOP, yeah, he completely fabricated his entire background, including his education, workplace, and even his Jewish heritage. The New York Times reported a bombshell that significant parts of Santos's background were too good to be true. Baruch College has never heard of him, and neither has Goldman Sachs, where he allegedly got his start. He also claimed his grandparents escaped the Nazis during World War II, which, you guessed it, is a lie. This should tell you everything you need to know about the GOP's plan to get younger, shinier candidates. When a story sounds too good to be true, for the GOP, it almost certainly is. The Republican Party is playing a messy game where they are using the language of wokeism to appeal to younger voters, but inherent in many of their political platforms is a rejection of some woke issues like LGBTQ rights. So, of course, this tactic was never actually going to work, but they are going to try.
And here's the most important point I'm going to make tonight. They're trying to destroy Herschel to deter young men and women of color from being Republicans. If they destroy Herschel, it will deter people of color from wanting to be a conservative Republican because you just have your life ruined. We cannot let that happen. We need to have his back. If Herschel wins, he's going to inspire people all over Georgia of color to become Republicans, and I say all over the United States.
Here's Lindsey Graham back in October near tears saying that the left has some large evil plan to stop African Americans from becoming Republicans. It's the same shtick Candace Owens is always yelling about, which we all know is ridiculous, and I think inherently problematic because it posits that Black men and women can't think for themselves. Herschel Walker certainly did not need any help from Democrats in tarnishing his reputation or the reputation of the GOP. He did that just fine all on his own. And although Walker had enough lies during the campaign, maybe he just didn't lie enough, like George Santos, who's now teasing audiences about revealing his side of the story. But of course, waiting until after the holidays and his first month in office. If any regular citizen lied the amount Walker and Santos have, they'd be out of a job faster than you can blink. But of course, our political system props up people like this, people who can brazenly take on different identities because it serves their culture war message. I feel like this is just the beginning of the new GOP grift, one that the party actually worked out with Herschel Walker's campaign. You can base an entire campaign around lying, exaggerating, and appropriating a message of inclusion. You just have to be savvy about it. As if we didn't have enough on our hands in terms of free and fair elections, we now know that no candidate from school board to Senate should go without a thorough, intense background check. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.